Bitcoin continues to dump. It's an all-out debacle inside the cryptocurrency market. And the question now becomes, is the next target zone potentially near 6,000 sometime this week? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing inside the chart right now. Grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo-ho-ho. As traders in this space, we've been awaiting a break of this equilibrium for quite some time. And ladies and gentlemen, BTC did not disappoint with a heinous market sell-off down into the low $8,000 region. And my friends, right now, what I want to explore is, does this range potentially look like it has the potential to be a support, an area that Bitcoin may look to test back up to new highs? Or is this looking more so like a tentative, potential complete market cycle bubble pop of which the price may look to test back down, deep down into the crypto abyss? So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice, these are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the one-day time frame. I am also going to look at the altcoin market here today. It has been an absolute debacle. That's the only word I want to use to describe this, because that to me is the most fitting. It has been a debacle here, and I believe that there are some signs in the altcoin charts as well that may be telling of the times for what may potentially be sitting ahead here for Bitcoin in terms of the price action. All right, so let's get right into it. We were trading in this sideways equilibrium for roughly a month. Absolutely just a stalemate in here. And what we were waiting for was the backed futures to launch. Not much happened the day of, but now we see that we've seen otherwise now. There's something interesting that's happened here with the mining. The Bitcoin network hash rate mysteriously crashed by 40%. We're going to talk about that as well. And right now, we've dropped below multi-month support here, which is my green box between 9,500 and 9,000. So let's begin with that, and then we'll dive into everything else, okay? So, per classical technical analysis theory, if you are subscribed here, you would know this by now. The more times that a level gets tested, the more likely it is to break. And that is both to the upside and to the downside. And in this case, we've seen so many touch points here on this $95 to $900 or $9,000 region here on BTC. And we were in a tentative descending triangle pattern formation, right? A flat line of support along the bottom with a downward sloping resistance line along the top. Very similar and reminiscent to what we saw back here in 2018 before our dive and ultimate capitulation down to 3,000. So this right now has played out as the descending triangle. We broke that flat line of support along the bottom, and that was a bearish confirmation there. Soon as we broke this region, you could see the price moved down ultimately another 11% from that confirmation. Now, I told you guys on my last stream that I did here that we were still inside this range here, right? And Don Carbonaccio was ready to play the move in either direction, right? Because we were awaiting a tentative reaction from the backed launch, and I was awaiting for a tentative large heinous movement in either direction. So I told you guys that I was speculating a little bit long with a very, very tight stop loss, and I was ready to switch to a short position if the market looked like it was moving down. And I want to show you guys this here. September 23rd, I closed my long position, very, very small loss, very small. Then I switched immediately over to a short position at 9,798. Okay, the price started to move down. I put my stop loss at break even. That was it. I wasn't willing to take a loss on my trade there. If you see right here, I said the market has been wicking with liquidation hunter bots, etc. I opted for a low risk play of breaking even if the market went back up. The market did not go back up, and right now I'm sitting on absolutely juicy profits. These are all of my posts that I've been posting for my VIPs. You guys can see now I've already taken 50% of my profit off the table there at 8,652, and currently I still have 50% of my short position open right now, hoping for further movement to the downside with a potential, if we move up to the upside, I have a stop loss in place to lock in more profits. Let's get this crypto. Guys, if you do want to see all my trades in real time like this, I am going to continue to post for you in VIP in real time as I make my trades. Let's get this crypto. Absolutely beautiful trade for me right here, right now. So we lost that support, okay? Right now, we could see that this trend is starting to look more so, in my opinion, like a potential Wall Street cheat sheet bubble pop market cycle, where we have this huge parabolic run up and then a blow off top. Now, don't get distracted here, ladies and gentlemen, by the beginner traders and the moon boys, okay? The traders here that, I bought my first $25 worth of Bitcoins, Kirby, and we're going to the moon. Really, James? Really, Joel? We're going to the moon, my friend, are we? Because right now, from the top, at the low point here, Bitcoin has already dropped roughly 42% from its high off the parabolic peak. Let's get this crypto. Right now, my friends, this to me is looking a lot here like a full-blown market cycle. And if that is in fact the case, you know, the theory here with market cycles is that they go back to the mean, the average. And there starts to be some conversation here about what is the average, right? We could chalk this up to maybe this is the average here, around 6,000, sure. We could also chalk up that this range down here at the 0.786 Fibonacci is the average, okay? And I actually want to show you this. Let's go over to the total crypto market cap. This is including Bitcoin. This chart here that I'm about to pull up is altcoins and Bitcoin, all right? I want you guys to see here as well, this level, when you look at it, more so with all of the coins included, this range that I was just showing you on Bitcoin, around the 0.786 Fibonacci, it looks better to me, in my opinion, here on the total crypto cap chart. As you could see, we have that old resistance from the bottom of the bear market, right? And then we had support built right above it, a double confluence and a triple confluence with the 0.786 Fibonacci retracement. Right now, my friends, look at where we went to. Ding, 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 chicken wings for dinner, tofu if you're vegan. The golden Fibonacci retracement. Just classic, textbook, right? Oh, Kirby, the market will never dump down that far. Really, James? You want to keep crying to the dawn? I've been pointing it out, ladies and gentlemen. You have to watch this market with an eagle eye and be open to understanding that sell-offs are normal. Dumps are normal. Market cycles are normal. This should not be a surprise to any of you, the action we're seeing here, okay? Because what do you expect? We broke through a massive, big resistance here, right? Overshot, parabolic, all the indicators overextended, and right now we're retesting back down to our golden retracement. That is absolutely normal and expected. What starts to get a little iffy for me, let's look over at the crypto total cap excluding Bitcoin now. This is altcoins only. This, for me, ladies and gentlemen, is where things start to get very, very interesting. As you can see here, I have a pattern outlined. A head and shoulders pattern, all right? This is on the daily time frame. Right now, the altcoin market, excluding Bitcoin, has lost its support at the 0.618 Fibonacci. Right now, it's holding on by a thread to this support here from the resistance level of the bear market. Just holding on by a thread. also coinciding with the 0.786 Fibonacci. But my friends, we also lost this support here, right? And this, with the head and shoulders, this was the neckline, okay? So right now, we already have the confirmation of the bearish head and shoulders potentially playing out right now. We've lost that neckline support. We dropped below the old support. And right now, we are clinging on by a thread here to this 0.786 Fibonacci and this old resistance of the bear market. If this level gets lost by the altcoins here, there is no more retracement to go besides a full retracement down to the crypto abyss of where we once came, okay? All along the way here, right? Every Fibonacci level that we've dropped back down to, right? Don Carbonaccio has been pointing out for you the logical targets, right? When we dropped to this one, oh, Kirby will never drop lower. I said, listen, James, the 0.5 is the next logical target. Boom, we hit that. James, 618 next if we keep going bearish. Boom, hit. And now not only was that hit, ladies and gentlemen, we dropped below, back tested, got rejected to put in that next shoulder, and we've now broke the neckline support, and we have now tested the 0.786, which is holding on by a thread. If the 0.786 is broken, my friends, there are no more retracements until the complete retracement down, right? Doesn't mean that it has to hit that level. I'm just stating from a Fibonacci perspective, the next logical target would be a complete retracement of the move, which is another 36% decline in the market. Let's get this crypto. So you're probably wondering right now, if you're new to the channel, if you're a loyal, regular subscriber here, shout out to you, but many are probably wondering, Kirby, why did you use an emoji with the hearts and the happy face in the thumbnail? Because this is where opportunity is, James. This is where opportunity is, Joe. The only ones that are angry and upset when the market dumps are those that don't understand how to trade. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, what I've found through my experience in this market is it's those that really have the least invested, those that are trading very, very minimal amounts of capital. Those are the ones that get upset the most because they don't understand, right? They want their $25 worth of Bitcoins to turn them into a multi-millionaire. That's just not how this works, James. What world do you live in, my friend? This stream right here is for the savages. It's for those with realistic expectations, looking at this market as a realist and looking to crush the market to the upside and to the downside. So when these moon boys come into the house that Don Carbonaccio built, they can learn to like it, or they're just going to flat out live in their euphoric fantasy world. But ladies and gentlemen, surely they better learn to love it, because this stream right here is the best thing going inside the cryptocurrency space today. Let's get this crypto. Diamonds are forever, and so is Don Carbonaccio. Sheesh. So now, going back to Bitcoin here, I want to point this out. The network hash rate, the mining hash rate, mysteriously dropped by 40%, okay, on September 23rd. Directly coinciding with the first official release date, the Monday that BACT was launched. Okay, it's recovered a little bit since then, but it's still very, what's the way to put this? It's very unusual that we saw this much of a decline in the hash rate in one day, especially since this has been on a parabolic run-up really for the entire year. You could see that right there. So my friends, we saw an immense drop-off in the hash rate. We saw that the BACT futures launched, and now we've lost support here, which has been what I've personally been waiting for and has been the thesis in terms of a bearish perspective for me for quite some time. And right now as well, we're seeing that the altcoin market is really getting decimated. And I hope that you all understand here from me, right? If this 0.786 Fibonacci is lost, this may lead to an epic leg down in the market. And if that is in fact the case, will Bitcoin get pulled down with it? We'll have to see. And for the time being right now, my friends, this is the one including Bitcoin here, total cap including Bitcoin and alts. We are at that golden 618 Fibonacci retracement right now. If this gets purged, just like I've been pointing out on the other cap, the next logical target here, per the Fibonacci's, is that 0.786, which is another 24% decline in the total market. My friends, for me right now, this market looks like it certainly has the potential for another leg to the downside. That's just how I'm seeing it. It doesn't have to happen, and it wouldn't be surprising at all to get a relief rally here, right? Say we get a relief, a bounce off the 0.618 like we are now, a rise up to the 0.5 fib, right? And then old support here then looks to become new resistance. We get rejected, then lose support and find that leg down. Let's get this crypto, right? I need you all to see this, how the Don sees this, because many don't understand, right? I'll say that the market looks to me like the technicals may lead to further downside action, and then we'll get the little bounce here, right? Oh, Kirby, you see, you're just a you. When that is completely normal, right? I try and cover as many bases as I can here because I want you all to understand that these market movements we're seeing now are normal, and nothing just goes up in a straight line, down in a straight line, up in it's not how it works. There's generally a dump, a relief rally, a dump, some support, maybe a short-lived rally, a dump. Like, this is just how it goes, right? Same when you're going up, right? Look, we went up, celery sticked here, chop around, chop around, chop around, chop around, up, huge dump, chop around, huge pump, dump. It's not, nothing just goes up or down. This isn't a roulette wheel. It's not win or lose. It's how the trading markets work, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you all understand this by now. So for me here, when we look at this chart, right, we're going to zoom out, okay? This was a classic market cycle here, right? 2017, 2016 through really the beginning of 2018. Complete market cycle bubble pop going back down to the average, right? And you could see that when you look at this psychology of a Wall Street cheat sheet market cycle, right? Textbook. So now, my friends, when we zoom in to the action we're seeing here this year, does this not look like it has the potential to be just the same, right? Does this not look just like this? So for me right now, there's a lot of glaring signs here that further downside action could be looming in the shadows. Of course, just to point this out, I've been shouting it out on this stream for forever and a day now, ladies and gentlemen. Don Carbonaccio has been eyeing this $8,500 gap fill. You know, people, the moon boys and degenerates, oh, Kirby, so you're just a Gap Street boy. Come on, my friend. It is very simple to see here that the gap was probably going to fill. I've been saying it so many times now that, it's almost like I'm a broken record at this point. And, Average Joe and James at the water cooler, they just continued to buy $100 worth of corns all up here. They all get wrecked while Don Carbonaccio is sitting here looking for potentially life-changing trading opportunity to the downside. I stuck in my shorts. Right now, I'm sitting in an absolutely epic profit. I've already taken 50% of my trade off the table, and now I have 50% locked in profit at a stop loss. If the market continues to move down, great. If it moves up, wonderful. I'll take my profits there. Let's get this crypto. My friends, I've been keeping you all updated in VIP with my trades all along the way here. The thing is that too many people right now are still living in a delusional fantasy world, and for me right now, you can see the next level of interest here on the Bitcoin chart for me is this 0.618 Fibonacci level. And if we turn on our moving averages here, I really want you all to understand as well. We have our 50-day moving average here and our 200-day moving average here. We're probably going to see this one start to catch up if the market continues to sell off here, right? The 50 will probably continue to trend lower if the action sustains to the downside. And if these do meet, ladies and gentlemen, we may be looking for a potential death cross there as well on Bitcoin now. And we've already seen it. We've already seen it here, not on this one, on the altcoins. We've already seen it back here, right? And I was pointing it out for you. If you are subscribed, you would remember I was pointing out the potential fake outs, right? Where back here at the end of that bear market down here, right? We had a golden cross, okay? And what happens to the market? Boom, they do the opposite and just dump it in your face, okay? Then over here, we have the death cross which is very bearish, and they pumped the market upon the cross, literally to the day of. Look at it, ladies and gentlemen. The day of the death cross, the pump began. Okay, it's sick, it's disgusting, right? And then it sells off. So the only people buying altcoins at those levels are people that don't even understand what they're looking at, right? How is anybody that's trading off technical analysis buying into the altcoin market after a 50 and 200 day moving average death cross below all resistance levels here, below the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement, which is where you would have wanted to see support, but it actually fell through and didn't hold as support. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's textbook here. It's textbook. And the thing for me right now is that we've already seen the altcoin market death cross. It appears to the dawn right here, right now, that we've also seen confirmation here, potentially, on this bearish head and shoulders pattern. And it's starting to look a whole lot similar to this Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. And if we lose this level of support here at the 0.786, I find it very hard to believe that Bitcoin is going to thrive in conditions where the rest of the market is getting absolutely decimated, as we see here today. This should not startle you, though. Like I've stated, in these conditions comes potentially life-changing trading opportunity, right? And as you see here, I was set up for both directions. I told you guys the other day I had a little long position in with a very tight stop loss, because what if this broke to the upside? There was certainly sentiment, right? I pointed this out for you. There was sentiment that this could rip up. So I had a little long in here, very tight stop loss. Soon as the market moved down, I exited, super small loss, got in a short position, and I'm riding this baby down on the inverse parabolic express right now. Let's get this crypto. So little James, when you come into the house that Don Carbonaccio built, I hope you come in with an open mind and an open perspective to understand that this market, the movements here up or down, it shouldn't bother you. Just be prepared to play it in either direction, up or down, and prepare yourself to get this crypto. My friends, you see how I set up for both directions here, and right now I'm strategizing again for the next heinous market movement right now. I've been shouting it out. Potentially life-changing trading opportunity was on the horizon within that equilibrium, and my friends, boom, there it was. And right now I expect the volatility to pick up even more right here, right now. And I'm going to continue to keep you updated in VIP as I take my trades, take my profits, make my entries, make my exits. I'm posting all of my strategies and all of my trades for you in real time in VIP. If you've been getting wrecked here, if you've been missing these opportunities, ladies and gentlemen, don't take that trip to Wrecked City with Daniel the Degenerate and Corey the Crypto Crackhead. You're better than that. Poop Coin Patrick got absolutely decimated here today, right? Got my bags full of my poop coins, Kirby. They're all going to change the world. Yeah, change the world by maybe just diving so deep down into the inner Earth's crust that you can't even see it anymore. So the thing is, for me, ladies and gentlemen, right now, the volatility is back, and so am I. And I see that right now we are on the brink of potential structural changes in this whole market. We're looking at the potential of a complete market cycle. We're looking at tentatively, I don't even want to say it really, but I will anyway. The altcoins, if we purge below this level, I mean, it's not far-fetched in my opinion to potentially think we could put in new lows in terms of the market cap. It's just not far-fetched to me. If we lose this low here, it's not far-fetched. So for me right now, it's time to put on the mud boots, the trench coat, and it's time to get this crypto. So the question is, today is the day. Are you going to transform yourself from average Joe into Savage Joe? Or are you going to continue to get wrecked and take that trip to Wreck City with Daniel the Degenerate and Corey the Crypto Crackhead? The choice is yours. I will see you all in VIP. I hope you guys see right now, this market is heating up. I do think that potentially life-changing trading opportunity is looming around the corner in all aspects of this market, altcoins, Bitcoin, etc. And right now I'm ready to crush this market like a 2-ton man on a tuna fish can. So I will be keeping you updated with all of my trades here, ladies and gentlemen, for you in VIP. So I'll see you all in VIP right now. Shout out to my new VIPs that are joining VIP right now after this video. I'll see you there in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And guys, it's been my absolute pleasure. If you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Don't be a perma bull, don't be a perma bear. Understand that the market is going to ebb and flow in both directions. And understand, ladies and gentlemen, that in each direction there is potentially huge opportunity for you as a trader, right? And it's just a matter of finding those high reward, low risk trade setups to crush it, whichever way it breaks. And that is what Don Carbonaccio is looking for on a daily basis. High reward, low risk trade setups. And that is what I am posting for my VIPs in real time, around the clock, 24/7, as I make my trades and plot my strategies. Let's get this crypto. So I'm going to continue to let my short run for now. Sure, I've placed a stop loss. If I get stopped out, the profit is going to be immense anyway. I'm going to continue to let 50% of my position ride. I'm going to be looking for new positions here as well, which I will be keeping you updated with in VIP as I make my new trades and make my new entries. I will post them for you in VIP. I will see you in VIP right now. And until next time, my friends, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.